Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday evening, everyone. I thought I put on Do Not Disturb. That's what this icon is, right? Do Not Disturb. Apparently, I'm still getting disturbed by notifications of my own making. So no one text me while I'm on the stream. Lewd. Logic. Happy Cake Day. Happy birthday, Take Walker. Welcome. It is the day of previewing Spirit Island on iPhone. This is the iPhone that you are seeing. I mean, you're seeing its screen, but this is what it looks like to me. I'm gonna pour my beer. We're gonna play this phone version. Should be fun. I'm gonna start a prediction while I'm getting all set up here. Something like, will I win on my phone? I'll give it 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I don't know what the game's going to be. Will be something reasonable. Maybe we'll do a quick play. I'm John from Handelabra Live. I'll have connection issues. Yeah, that happened on Saturday. Oh, actually, speaking of that, I can increase the bit rate here while it's like that. I turned it way down, and it probably looks kind of blurry, doesn't it? So here, have more bits. The bits must flow. It should make it half as blurry as it looks right now, I think. Yeah, I'm John of Handelabra Games. We make digital tabletop games, such as Spirit Island, coming soon to phones. We also have a Kickstarter going on for an Aeon's End expansion, The New Age, so check that out. Nightbot has helpfully posted the link this time. And yeah, we're going to get to it. Whoa. Oh no. Too much foam. I'll be right back. You never know what you're going to get on this stream. Too much beer foam. Potentially. Just foamed up all of a sudden there. Chair screen. Not any longer. Didn't get the keyboard or anything. That would have been annoying. Yeah. Should also mention that Handelabra Games believes in being as inclusive as possible, including Black Lives Matter, trans rights, and civil rights for everyone. Anyone working against those goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So we have a prediction. 98% say that I'm going to win, so I feel good about that. But think of the points that Sparky Wolf might win if I lose. All right. Put that can away. It's nice citrus pale ale from Wayfarers. Yeah, what happened here? Let that beer settle down. The chair did get a drink, so. Tuesday. 2/8 hasn't been a Tuesday since 2010. Well, now it is. All right, I'm going to try to Find a comfortable spot here. Get my... Thanks for the sub, Seamus. Welcome, Sultania. Try to find a spot where I can look at my phone and I'm not too far away from the microphone, but I can still see it. That's the kind of tricky part because I don't want to be like holding it up like this. I could do that so you could see that I'm on my phone, but it's gonna not work out forever. So maybe I can go like kind of like a sideways. Should probably practice this, huh? Move the mic sideways. And then I'll do like this. Prop up on my elbows. Can look over at the chat like that. That seems good. So you can see we have our typical menu. We can pop into like the card library. And you can see all the things you normally can see. There's also a new feature because you're like, wow, you know, that looks big on the stream, but what it's going to look like on the phone, right? Everything's really tiny. Well, just tap on the part you want to make bigger, and it goes bigger. I can't read that. I want to read that. And that feature is actually coming to all the versions. So if you have a smaller PC screen or tablet, you're still going to get that feature too. So you're like, what's that tiny text, Ocean? Zoom up your text. What do those things do? Zoom them up. Hooray for zooming. And that works on cards too. Fear cards. Event cards. Power cards. All the things. So we'll be making use of that. So that's a new thing with phone. You know, option screen is changed a little bit to fit on a phone screen. Still working on that. Yeah, let's do a quick play first, and then we'll go to the new game screen after. New game screen is basically the same, but it's just slightly reorganized. I'm going to do 2 players. And let's make it a little more difficult. 8 to 10. Looks like we have a thematic map to match my background randomly. We have Sweden level 4. So we got heavy mining, population pressure, fine steel, and rail backing. Fun. All right. So that's all going to happen. So you'll notice immediately, if you are familiar with Spirit Island on your tablet or computer, the information bar, what we call the HUD, is split. Because many phones these days are very tall, including the iPhone, and even taller on Android devices. And so instead of taking up a strip of that will be mostly empty all along the bottom, not mostly, but more empty, we're making use of the sides. All right, so Sweden wants us to tap a land to add a town to it. And they're building in the wetlands. Yeah, neither of these are great choices, are they? But let's pick the one that's closer to our presence, I think. And that town must have happened automatically under the board. Oh yeah, so another new thing, you can move this around. So one of the tricky things about a phone is like, where can you show this big thing in a way that doesn't block the whole screen? And it kind of does block the whole screen, but you can move it if you want to, you know, up in the corner or down at the bottom while you're looking at the island. You can minimize it, and that has a improved animation to show you where that button is. Because before, and that feature is also coming to Steam and tablet, that when that minimized, it didn't really indicate where you would go to bring it back. And now the animation helps you with that. Yes, on Steam you will also be able to do that, which we'll see because I'm going to add presents, and you can also do it with the presents dialog. And the same thing, you can minimize it, and it goes to the button. So I guess we actually have to play the game too. You might notice that the hint dialog is up in the top left. On phone, and I guess one major thing you probably maybe didn't even notice or whatnot, but you can only see one spirit at once. There's just not really room on the screen to show up to 4 spirits at the same time, like on a larger screen. So instead of keeping them in the corners and everything, the spirits live at the top, and you can toggle between them to get them fully up at the bottom of the screen. So that's how that is set up right now. So yeah, so it works pretty well. And it will also, I don't know if you can see, there's a little, it's meant to be subtle, but the little button is flashing to help you realize, oh, hey, that spirit has things they can do still. So I'm beholden to no one. I don't have to play the game. I'm just going to talk about all the user interface. Yeah, well, that's mostly what's new so far. So let's see what else there is once we get into playing, I guess, right? All right. So River's over here. Just trying to not look past the microphone. That's the most awkward thing. Because then you get like one eye blocked and you get a weird headache-inducing experience. So I guess we probably, yeah, it's wetlands happening, so, which we can see with Spirit Foresight. We want to just like put our presence down the river effectively. Oh, and I want the other track. All right. And we'll play Wash Away for sure, and River's Bounty usually. Should be good. Yeah, there's going to be a lot happening down in that corner, and we can't do a whole lot about it. Green, on the other hand, is like, I'm doing whatever I want. I guess Green can basically come and help by doing a big hop here. So yeah, actually, Green could come over and block. There's an extra city there? Like, what? If Green hops over here, can actually make a sacred site here. And there's going to be a town there, so we can blow it up if we play Stem the Flow. It's usually a pretty good first turn. All right, so we know River doesn't have anything else to do because that button isn't flashing, so we can carry on. All right, all enveloping Green, sort of whatever. Proliferation will go to River. I should have that automatically switch to River when you do that. That would be nice. Don't really want to make a note right now, though. Just make a mental note. Mental note. And yeah, let's get our presence. I kind of want to be in this really bad land in case I can get a defend power or something. It's a risky spot, but... And we're going to allow the build here because there's already too much there with the city. We'll block the ravage. I can also see the game in like 10 times the size of my phone on my screen. But I'm playing on my phone, just seeing it also projected. Brewing mead. Nice. I do like a good mead. All right, so we've got Sands, and now Green has more trouble back at home, but at least Green's over here to help if needed. And I'm just going to wash away all the guys who appeared here into that one bad land. And yeah, I think also that one guy. And let's River's Bounty down in the bottom here. Because, like, basically, we're going to block that one. But if there's an extra Dahan here, then, and if we can defend it, they will kill whatever's there. They'll all get killed by the city, though, if we don't find a defend card. We're going to try to find a defend card. Worst case, Green can help defend a little bit there too, right? So here we can blow up this. Oh, no, I need a sacred site for that. I was going to do that, but then I can't. Well, I can destroy a town right here. I forgot about the sacred site, as I always do. Whoops. All right. Now, let's have River gain a power card, I think. Normally I'd go for the double presence, but we want to get a defend card. So we'll go for Minor. And Veil the Night's Hunt plus Flash Floods does the job, actually, if I can afford it. I'm going to have... Yeah, 3 energy is enough, right? So yeah, so the gain power dialogue is zoomed up a bit and 4 across on phone as the screens are all wide like that. And you can move it around, which doesn't really help a ton, but minimizing it basically. Essentially, just to have the cards be big enough to see anything on phone, it needs to be this big. It's kind of what we realized. So let's go with Veil the Night's Hunt. And Flash Floods. So I can put presents somewhere. Oh yeah, we need the energy, right? So let's go with just moving along this way. The Great River. It's beautiful. And we'll play all our cards. We still get our first level of our innate, so. And Green has much more problems going on their side. We didn't find a defense, but we found damage to kill the city, so that takes care of that. The other land's taken care of. Green's gonna just block that ravage, so And if green can wrestle up defend 2, which I think it can, we're okay for that Ravage over here. Oh, wait, but we're not. Because of... That's 4 damage, isn't it? Well, I can always just block it, I guess. Right? I could look for a power card as well. Yeah, I kind of want to be adding more presence because I can get to 2 card plays. I don't have that many cards to play though. Yeah, I actually need to take the energy track this turn to be able to play Overgrown at Night anyway. Unless I take the gain power card plus energy, right? Obviously. Decisions. I think we go presence. That lets us get more presence into these worse sands. There's one down there that I'm not getting to, but... And let's make this a sacred site. Play both of these. So I can overgrow into this for the... probably will let them build because right now it's too much damage anyways. Just stop. It's only lone explorers that I can really stop with that technique. And green. Potentially we can stop, like, if there's bonus damage from explorer or something like that. So I think it's here. And river is going to do damage. So now that isn't a blight. There's a blight there, it thinks, and a blight there, it thinks, but why does it say 3? Oh, because of Sweden, but we're gonna block it, so. And here's a new thing. I'm gonna send this over to green. Whoop. Little animation showing the energy gain when that spirit is minimized. An event card. Strange Tales attract explorers. Oh wait, no, it's actually fortification, isn't it? Yeah. Right, because Sweden dropped a stage 1 card. Or the discarded, they accelerated one. It's like, shouldn't I get a phase 1 on my event, a stage 1 on my event? But no, because Sweden. They're going to get a bonus build on kind of any... It's going to be any train not shown, so not sands. And now we're dealing damage from beasts. I guess that is taken out of town. Sorry, beastie. Oh, interesting. I have a Creeper's Tear, don't I? I do. We can take out this city. I will do that. We are going to destroy that. And here as well. Build city, and you know what? If I destroy presence now, there's going to be, yeah. Do not allow the build now that we can destroy the city. It'll be just a lone explorer. And it's double sands, so it's not actually safe, but anymore. So be it. So we need to get Dahan into the right places. Over to green, we're going to... Oh, this is the build thing. So wetlands obviously would be a bad spot to build in. Jungle is a city, a town, and a town. Mountain is a city and 2 towns as well. I think the jungle is the least bad option, maybe. So, it's jungle. Jungle's easier for green to deal with, so. Alright. Creeper's Tear, finish that off. Getting close to a fear card. And we can push a town or 3 Dahan. I kind of like pushing Dahan because we can get something to be stopped by defending it. We also have massive flooding that can push 1. Probably this one guy in the sands here. Just keep him. Get him here in this one fun time land. See, I can't see this sand down at the bottom, and it's kind of a... It's only 5 damage, so I think we're relatively safe. If I push Dahan into this one sands over here and defend it, then it's going to be clear, though. Let's just get both Dahan over that way. The beasts might kill the explorers, but you never know, right? Unless we stack the deck. All right, we must reclaim. And I think the same is true. I could take a major. I have 4 energy. But I think it feels too early. That's my first power card gain, right? All right. And also reclaiming. Also a minor. Okay. These are our choices. I like this. The swarming wasps can actually push out those explorers who are there in that land. It's not good elements for green, though. Call to 10 could be handy, but it doesn't do enough with Sweden adding bonus blights all the time. I kind of like Swarming Wasps lets us actually take care of 2 lands, doesn't it? So let's take that. And for river, river's kind of okay right now. So maybe River can come and help with this place down at the bottom. But the problem is... That's 5 damage, so we could gather 2 Dahan there. And one of them lives to take out the town so they don't build a city. It's not the best, but it's something. I could also combine Veil the Night's Hunt with Call to Trade to do things. It's an opportunity to stop that land 2 turns in a row, right? Which is kind of nice. That coastal one is just happening. Yeah, Veil the Night's Hunt lets us push 3, right? So we push 2 Dahan in there. And yeah, got Promise of Protection. Or call to trade, but then they just... Yeah, Promise of Protection is better because we lose some Dahan, but the rest of them kill everything that's there, so that doesn't do anything next turn. That's better, I think, than making it a build. You end up with a really big problem doing that. Alright, and one more card, which maybe is River's Bounty to replace the Dahan who are blowing up. Let's see. Well, I mean, Wash Away is going to always be good. Let's see what green is doing first. We are adding a presence. Yeah, I think making a Sacred Site in the jungle here is going to be a good idea. So Swarming Wasps. And one more card. So we could proliferate River. There's nowhere River really super needs to be, but could start making more Dahan. Could give energy over to green. Green will probably play 3 cards next turn, though, so that card will be better next turn. Yeah, so let's Overgrow to save a bit of... Or sorry, Gift of Proliferation to save energy, but still get things going. Actually, if we play Fields Choked this turn, we get a bigger Creeper Stare next turn. But maybe we want a bigger Defend next turn, actually. So yeah, Proliferate it is. And Wash Away, I think, is, you know, worst case, send stuff away from the middle. Best case, stops a build. So and we're not going to get our innate no matter what. Hello, Logic Dolphin. Enjoy your fajitas, Sparky Wolf. Or mac and cheese, fajita style. All right, we're going to send all the Dahan into this land, and we're going to promise to protect them. And we're also protecting them from the escalation effect. So that has some value as well. I don't think there's actually many places that are in danger of escalation. There's right now that wetland is. We're going to send these 2 explorers just to that big bad land. Like, it's big, it's bad. Oh, right. I was going to move those Dahan with something, wasn't I? With Veil the Night's Hunt. I think it's better to clear out that stuff, though, right? I don't know why I thought I was moving those Dahan as well with green. Something was in my head there, I guess. I'm not going to risk the Death by Dahan thing there because I have presence there. Yeah, I must have been thinking I would use Veil the Night's Hunt, but I think it's better to look at this land where, like, we get a Blight and we lose one Dahan, but it kills everything else, so they don't build. Whereas if we only had 2 Dahan there, that's not what would happen. They would still build. Yes, the dolphin has turned to the ways of logic. Okay. Proliferate. And there's my note to self again. I like the reclaim 1. And where do we go? We can't see that jungle up in the corner, can we? So actually, let's go and make a sacred site right here. Just go in every wetland. That's fun. Farmers seek the Dahan for aid. So we may spurn the invaders or teach the invaders. The next normal ravage becomes a build. We were kind of okay with the ravage being a ravage. That would be a double build in the sands this turn. And then a big ravage. But honestly, it gives us time to make sacred sites and do things over here. So what happens here? We would add Blight to a land with at least 2. There is 1 in each board, and we would lose presence, on the right side. We lose a Dahan and -1 health to town cities, which lets us kill a town in a place. We don't have a lot of damage, just the Creeper's Tear. And Teach the Invaders also adds extra towns. So this is a tricky one usually. And then we have add disease to a land with both Dahan and invaders, do 2 damage to the Dahan there. So that could actually, that would let us stop one of the builds. And it's going to happen in this wetland over here regardless. I don't know. Spurn or teach? I guess the problem, that ravage is going to be bad because it's going to cascade. So if we teach, then we don't get a cascade. So I think that's what we do. We're adding a town to a land with Dahan. I think just this one big bad land here. And I don't want this bottom sand to be that bad. So I think it's going to be the wetland in the middle here. Oh, right. This is on 1 board. Yeah, that actually helps us keep the bottom sands from getting too bad there by putting disease for one of the builds. Oh, and it's only 2 damage then, so the Dahan don't die. Even better. Should think about that. And to build instead of ravaging, that has disease. I'm sure there's some reason why the order might matter. They build in the sands again. And explore wetlands, of course. River needs to get going with the super innate to kill all this stuff. We convert to Han. We convert to Han here too. Yeah, they have visibility of most of the island, or all of the island now. Gross. So we have a ravage in the sands coming up. Yeah, Creeper's Tear isn't going to do anything. Is there something I can wash away? I guess I should have gotten closer to this sand. I can wash away this whole one here. Just put it all in this one land. So green can... I guess there's disease there already though, right? So it's like not as much a priority to wash away there, is it? Yeah, I think these inner lands... And we have a 1 damage. Alright, River is going to have a reclaim 1. So we can play 4 cards. So we can get our super innate and blow away one of these wetlands. They're building another city over there in the really bad one. But if we stopped them building the city, we could wipe it all away. I kind of like that. Let's get here, so I can see that better. Yeah, some of these lands are outrageous. Let's actually make that a sacred site. And let's get back Wash Away. So what's happening in that land right now? 10 damage. So right now it's just killing all the Dahan. But like, there's not much we can do about it. Is there? We could get in there with green and stop it. Is that the best use of green's greeniness? It's a lot of Dahan friends. Now we have to spend all of our presence placement this turn doing that, if we're doing that. I think it's probably worth saving 4 Dahan though, right? I could also gain a power card, but then I'm not sure to be able to do it. So I think I need to do this. And actually the first thing I want to do is add presence to jungle wetland. Then add a presence +1 card play. Play all the cards. Oh, I do have defend 4. How much does that change it? That's 6 damage, which kills 3 Dahan still. So it's not great. River could do something different, but I think getting the super innate is so worth that. That's what we do. See, I put don't disturb. I guess that maybe doesn't stop notifications when you're actively using your phone. I should probably realize how my phone works. Let's go more card plays for next turn. And I guess we can throw the defend here anyways, just in case maybe we get like some bonus defense from the event or something. And we have a Flash Floods, a Boon of Vigor. And Flash Floods is going to let us kill off a city here. You can also stop a build down here entirely, though. I think we stopped the build entirely. Good. +1 damage when ravaging. That's not what I wanted. Add disease to jungle wetland. Nice. That stops the city build. And we can stop the city build in here. Perfect. All right. That was helpful. And the Dahan could not remove Blight for us. Yes, heavy mining is going to happen a couple times. Bug report. So I put that message in. Do not allow the ravage. They do get a town away in there, but I can wash that away. Jungle, eh? First jungle explore, I think. They just had all those buildings there to begin with. All right, this worked out pretty well because we can wash away. What I'm going to do is destroy all this stuff here in this land, and then green can block this other one. So can wash away these two guys. That takes care of that. We're gonna have some fear cards next turn too. Oh, actually, before I do that, can probably get another town in there. Because... oh, we have Stem the Flow and Creeper's Tear, so actually we could destroy that city there, couldn't we? That's actually better. Creeper's Tear / Stem the Flow. Well, Stem the Flow and Creeper's Tear could destroy a town elsewhere separately, though, couldn't they? We have choices. Yeah, I think destroying that city is a good value. So we're going to switch it up. And actually, we can wash away these 3 guys into here. Come on, get in. When they're little, you gotta zoom in. It's a crowded land. And then green. Come on. Green can fields choked this town into there as well. All right. Massive flooding that. Then all those wetlands are basically clear. And actually that whole board is almost clear. All right, and green will finish off with Creeper's Tear. And we have Stem the Flow. Here, hit a bunch of them at once. It's more satisfying. And River's Bounty. I think now we can start River's Bountying, yeah, into this jungle. Are we not? Yeah, we can use Veil the Night's Hunt. We can... just thinking about what we would do with having all those guys. Having the Han is hard because there's so much damage with Sweden. Like, we're probably not defending these lands, are we? We're probably going to block it with green. But, you know, maybe we find a major power or whatever. Let's just do it in this. Yeah, let's do it here. Let's do it. All right, we must reclaim. I think we still take a minor. We can play 5. And green might be getting a card too. Yeah. 6 energy. Yeah, it's major for green. Interesting. Lots of interesting cards for green. You and target spirit each gain 3 energy on the entwined power. That's really strong. Let's just start getting majors for both. Smothering Infestation is pretty good too. We're in the jungles. Death Falls Gently. We're in the jungles. Adding... I don't know that we'd get the... Yeah, we don't have enough air for the... threshold on that. Tiger's Hunting is also good. There's not that many beasts or any beasts. There's a couple. Tiger's Hunting is pretty good too. That would let us stop a city build and things. I think we're mostly going to try to block stuff with presence here, though. So yeah, Entwined Power is nice elements. It's cheap. It doesn't do anything, but it does let us... Like, it gets us... Doesn't do much in terms of the targeting thing. The free power is nice. Well, I'll probably have... I already have 2 plant all the time. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We have to forget a card. I think it's the one we took for the one moment there. And we're not out of presence on our board yet. But we might start placing presence from destroyed presence instead. And here... 1 damage, defend 4. We might actually get to defend something here. How much damage is this? 12. Okay, we're not defending that. It's just got good elements on it too, so... I don't know, maybe that wasn't a good pick. Not that the other picks are great for me. They're just not. I mean, Pull Beneath is nice because it's another card with Earth. I think it's still Elusive Ambush. And... Because, yeah, what's green going to do? Add presence. We want to get to 4 card plays. Yeah, let's get to 4 card plays here. We want a Sacred Site here. We don't get to the top innate here, do we? I don't think so. But we can get the 2 water and so on. Oh yeah, I need an earth for green. I don't have an earth, so I can't get to the blight removal. It's interesting. So I can defend 4. We can defend 8. And there's 12 damage. We're actually not far off. If we had more Dahan there, come on, it would be good. But we don't, so it's not really worth defending. I could get more Dahan there. And reduce the damage by 3. Or more. So maybe it is worth defending. Well, let's play the one with Moon. So we get to super creepers. So we're gonna defend that, and we're gonna blow up the bad guys. But that means we're not getting our innate very much here. Wash Away is gonna be useful, and River's Bounty, probably. Well, I mean, green is playing. We're gaining tons of energy from the threshold on Entwined Power, right? So. Yeah. I could give Boon of Vigor to green. Then green could give River 5 energy every turn. Seamus, we are playing Sweden 4. So it's more defense. 9 just from the towns, and then 3 explorers make it 12. Due to fine steel for tools and guns. All right, I think that's a good set of cards. Yep, no worries. We got a scathing 1-star review on iOS for someone who didn't realize that. So I prefer someone asking about it in stream than giving us 1 star for something they didn't understand. All right, so we are going to do this first because there's a power card involved. We'll take a miner this time, I think. Okay. Song of Sanctity's elements are fine. No earth here, which I'd like to get for green, but Spur on with Words of Fire is really nice. Enticing Splendor is very nice. I can take Spur on with River because of the Sunbeam. And Enticing Splendor for green. And we could gift cards. Gift cards. Do I want to give Boona Bigger over to green? That's kind of funny, right? I don't think I want to give either of these two. Actually, Fields Choked with Growth kind of is good for River to have, right? It's good elements for River. Yeah, I mean, both the elements are good. Are good to go back and forth. We're gonna do the gifting because that's fun. All right, so Promise of Protection in here to get more Dahan for the Ravage, and Veil the Knight's Hunt for the damage. Kills off the Explorers. Oh, I misclicked there. Mistapped. Again, I fat fingered that. Let's make sure. Oh. Why? That's not working. It's interesting to see what's going on with that. Defend 4. And defend 4. No blight. No blight at all this turn. All right. Excellent. This is a horror show. This is all nice and clean. Not all nice and clean, but pretty good. Do we want to get River's Presence into that land? I don't know that it needs to be in the land. Where are we overgrowing? I think just into one of these places to stop the Ravage next turn. Actually, if we proliferate River into that land, we can destroy the city with Overgrow. Can't we? Because we are entwined. Of course, they have +1 health, just to mess me up. Seamus the Hugmaster is using Veil the Knight's Hunt, which makes Dahan deal damage to different invaders. You can't kill a town. I guess I could have killed a town with instead of defending 4, but I think I needed to defend 4 more than killing the town. All right. Each beast destroys an explorer. Add beast to a board without one. Yeah, so that basically didn't happen. Let's add the beastie over here to this troublesome jungle. Add Dahan to a coastal land with Dahan. So that has to be this land. Yeah, Veil the Night's Hunt says each Dahan deals 1 damage to a different invader. Oh yeah, a fear card. Strife. Okay. We can... I'm probably just... Well, maybe I'm not bothering destroying that town now. Well, no, there's going to be a city there, right? There's going to be a city, and we can use... No, we can't use Stem the Flow because it's a Sacred Site requirement. So we'll blow up some other city. So we will stripe this town here. And... something else. We're probably just blocking this, so let's put it on a city over here. I allow it. I think, yeah, I'm allowing builds and blocking ravages because there's just too much. Here's kind of a questionable. We could block this and defend that one next turn. Actually, you know what? We go back. If we don't allow this build, and we do allow the other one, we can actually probably defend this land more likely than the other land. How much? It's probably... It's 12 damage again. But actually, yeah, River could send away the worst of it. So yeah, prevent the build. Prevent. Oh yeah, close that. And allow the build here because I need that Sacred Site to still be there. And they explore the mountains. Also for the first time. And I don't think they're converting any to Han, are they? It's kind of nice. They're missing one mountain, I think. Yeah. All right. So I have 4 damage with this. Oh, that's hitting the town. I made it easier to tap stuff, but I might have made it too easy. Oh yeah, then wash away, that just clears that out and we just put it all in one bad place. The bad place. The baddest place. Go there. That is the baddest place. And I could massive flooding. Actually, let's go back. How many towns are there? I have 2 damage, which is annoying. That +1 health on the stuff. It's very annoying. Actually, yeah, massive flooding lets me just like stop mountain builds entirely here. And actually, maybe on the same note, just wash away these guys. You know, I'll take some blight, and we can deal with it. So do we bring more Dahan? Actually, more Dahan and Veil the Night's Hunt. I mean, we don't need more Dahan, but Veil the Night's Hunt and Flash Floods will take out those towns next turn, won't they? So actually, River's Bounty somewhere else because we can. I wish there was Dahan near this land. There just aren't. Want Dahan in here? Invaders in 1 land on this board. Alright, we reclaim 1 so we can gain a card. I think. And we have lots of energy, so it's a major. Cleansing Floods. Wrap in Wings. Plus 10 damage. These seems like things that'll solve a lot of problems. I think it's got to be Cleansing Floods. That takes care of the jungle up there. We do take Blight, but it's fine. And probably get rid of something from discard. Promise of Protection. And where to put my presents? Maybe closer to this mountain. In the mountain? In the mountain? We want Veil the Night's Hunt. How much damage is that anyway? 7? We could just defend. Instead, let the Dahan do the work. Kind of like that better. Plus elements, not like we need them. Or we're short on energy. And we didn't get Wash Away. Actually, yeah, let's go back again. That is one thing. If we took Wrap and Wings, it would give us an Earth. Doesn't it? No, it doesn't actually. What about this instead? Wash away. That gets us our super innate and cleansing floods with threshold. We just need the defend from green, I think. So we want to reclaim, I think. And take a different major. Yeah, Enticing Splendor stops that, doesn't it? Let's take another major. Vigor of the Breaking Dawn, Strangling Firevine, Poison Land. Great stuff. Poison Land just takes care of that jungle for us. It's slow, though. Strangling Firevine is fun, too. Vigor the Breaking Dawn, actually, though, despite the elements not being good, is going to be great to clear out some of this business. I won't have the threshold on it, but let's forget. Oh yeah, we're not going to need to overgrow anymore, so forget that. And I kind of want to have presence in one of these bad places, but I can't get into there now. It's hard for me to get presence into places now, isn't it? Do we just make a sacred site? I think we just make a sacred site. I'm gonna do that. It's pretty good. So let's make sure this like just kills all these guys, right? Yeah. Actually, we can even do better than that. We can Enticing Splendor this other town. First. Whoops. Still kills everything. No mint. Oh no. Ugh. Getting a little stiff. Sort of artificially holding my phone up like this. It's alright. I'm doing it for all y'all. Boon of Vigor to River. And yeah, we may as well Entwined Power now too. We could take a minor. Grosser Sacrifice. Doesn't really work well now that... I mean, it works fine for green. So maybe River takes Voracious Growth. And I don't think I want a gift. And I don't think I want a gift, unless Voracious Growth might be better to send over, but yeah, let's send it over. All right, and we have a Flash Floods that doesn't really do much. Oh, it does stop a build here, doesn't it? stop a build. And now we have a defend that we don't really need. I would want to use it there. I guess I'll use it here in case this one guy decides to do more damage. Each city does +2 damage. Add disease, ignore disease during builds this invader phase. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Where would we want them to not build? I think if they get... That's on each board. Most of this isn't visible. So I want them to not be able to build next turn in the interior, really. So... Like... Is it any land? Any land. So yeah, like maybe these interior wetlands that they could explore too. Right now. And down here. Defend 1 in all lands. Wow. Okay. Great job. All right, we are going to... Well, this is going to... flip the blight card. Immediately destroy 3 presents from each spirit. All right, we don't need all of this down here. I definitely want that sacred site there. This one's going to get destroyed by the blight in a millisecond. And yeah, this one up here. And for green, basically anything in wetlands, jungles, except the one that I'm going to destroy in a second. And we're not allowing that ravage. Sweden be fighting. Yep. They build in a single mountain, so ravage is not going to be too problematic. Explore jungles and sands. So those sands over there we need to blow up. And we will. All right. So I got 1 hit of Creeper's Tear, which is going to be potentially useful. We have Cleansing Floods, which I think is going to go here. And that stops the build as well. Oh, I could have washed away that one little guy. Potentially. I don't know that that's super worth it. Because instead I can wash away guys over in these terror sands instead. Like this one that has the city. We can make it so that it doesn't have so much. And we can get a town into there. We could move Dahan instead. Moving Dahan to that mountain and then defending it might be better, right? And send one Dahan. Into here, I suppose. Sadly, there's still 2 cities there that I can't get rid of. But still pretty worthwhile. And we'll play Cleansing Floods again next turn. And we just have a single Creeper's Tear. To little effect. All right, so we don't have to reclaim. I kind of don't want to. I want to block this sands if I can. Let's see what River's doing. River's reclaiming. And I think we take a minor. Our major is very expensive. Fire in the Sky. Fast Strife, you say. I don't want it for this turn, but for next turn it might come in quite handy. Uncanny Melting might be nice too, though. But it doesn't do very much. I'll take Fire in the Sky. Cleansing Floods. Spur on. Maybe. We want to defend. Well, actually, green's going to have defend 4 as long as they get a Sacred Site next door, which they can. I have to play my 1 Earth card. Did I not pick? Was there an Earth card option I didn't take? I don't think so, right? There wasn't. Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, the back is not liking this setup. So, this might be the only phone preview stream. And might be, I think, the only game today. But we're doing all right. It's a intense one. So we could take care of the defense ourselves, but again, green's probably got the defend. Let's just go see what green is doing first. Yeah, green's got all the business. What was the major? Yeah, my majors were cool, but not. I guess that major just like, then we don't need to defend there. We just blow up those guys. But I want to be adding presence into these places, so let's do that. Make a Sacred Site here. I'm kind of not doing as much as I would want to do this turn is kind of the problem. Let's see, maybe we're doing enough. Actually, Flash Floods makes it so there's no invaders in this board at all. So we've got defend 4. Easy. I think we're winning here. It's just like finding the way, right? Cleansing Floods actually doesn't work over here. Well, it works for this jungle, so we'll use it on that jungle. It doesn't work for the coastlines, though. So we need our super innate and green to help us with that. So 2 more card plays, and we just needed air and a water. So I guess that's River's Bounty. Or I could do Field's Choked, actually. Actually, Elusive Ambush is a damage that stops a build. So I like that. And that has the elements, and then we can do anything with our next one. Actually, if we Veil the Night's Hunt, then green can play the big attack next turn, too. Well, we should make sure, yeah, we have the bonus damage there. Veil the Night's Hunt for Dahan movement, I think. So ambushes for 1 damage. Flash Flood for 1 damage. Veil to move Dahan. Actually, to move the Dahan in here. In here? In which one? Basically, with our innate, we can do 2 damage to everything. Yeah, I think our innate is actually better used on this sand down here versus the one with the cities. So we want the Dahan to be over there. Okay. And I was thinking of, yeah, proliferating river into here. And defend that mountain. And now we're gonna. Oh yeah, we don't have. I was like, we don't have Entwined Tower, but we can get the 1 damage to each of those cities with Stem the Flow. So I think we destroy this presence. Wait. Just target spirit? Why can't I pick? Oh, I see. I must have targeted the wrong spirit. That must have been what happened. Remove blight or add presence. I think it's add presence here. You could even make a sacred site right up in there. Sure. Add blight to a land with or adjacent to town cities. May prevent it by destroying 2 presence from each board to be protected. Oh, wait, when I... There's some clicking through happening that I'm not a fan of. Oh yeah, it doesn't happen. Oh, it does happen on this board because there's a adjacent. Well, this can have a blight. That's fine. And then There's no presence up here, so it can get a blight. And Grim Toll, choose a land with disease, 2 damage to invaders and 2 damage to Dahan. Basically, there's no land with disease that has any one in it. Defend 6 in coastal lands. Well, that doesn't do a thing. They don't build cities. I don't think they were going to build cities. They were going to build towns. So, all right. We did it. That's generally a nice spirit card, if it works. All right, we're going to allow them to build a town here, because they're all going to blow up. Explore sands and wetlands. Go to the places where I will destroy you. Ha ha ha. All right. So wash away can do things. Wash away these into here. And massive flooding, the lot. If green has any pushing. No. Creeper's Tear is going to happen, but not just yet. So Cleansing Floods needs to go into this jungle. There's the jungle's taken care of. So that's river. And Stem the Flow can go in here. Voracious Growth can take out a town here. And Creeper's Tear. Oh, I can't get Creeper's Tear there, can I? Well, Creeper's Tear can finish off this city. So yeah, not an ideal turn for green, really. But we were not planning to, like... Actually, I could have done that better. There was no need to stem the flow in that land. We can actually do something with it. So Creeper's Tear there. Creeper's Tear here. Stem the flow here. That's better. And I wonder if it's better to kill that town or to stop the build in the interior here. But I can't reach it anyways, can I? So let's do that. All right, that's a better situation. So that's all a bunch of fear from destroying a bunch of buildings. 2 away from the no cities terror level. We're going to reclaim River doesn't have to reclaim, but we do love our major power. Well, what we want to do with this is Beggar of the Breaking Dawn, right? Which, like, actually wins. We just win. We just win. I think. Well, maybe we're slightly short, but I think we win on the Ravage. So we'll just take minor and do the things we need to do. Oh, and we only win if we have the threshold, which we don't have the threshold. So we don't just win, but we're doing all right. Where's this other presence gonna go? I guess like there, assuming I can afford it. If it's too expensive, then I will go back. We'll play that, which is gonna do 8 damage right now in that land, and we can get more Dahan in there actually. This can get more targets for it, right? Actually also gather Dahan, so right now there's 8 damage worth to attack there, but we don't have any other animal, so we literally can't get that. We could do Entwined Power. No, we got an Earth if we want to remove Blight. And we don't have any more card plays. We play that, and then we can play the Earth if we want. We don't have any need to defend jungle, but it's for the element, basically. So I think we do enough here if we just get 1 power card and add presence. We get a new major. We can also always reclaim Cleansing Floods anyways, can't we? So let's take a minor then. Get a cheap card. Confounding Mists. Sap the Strength. Sap the Strength might be good here, actually. Do I have air? Yeah, I'll probably have air. Let's add presence up there. I think I want... If we can get to Han where we need them, we can actually win from the Ravage. So that's what I'm going for here. We also have like Strife and stuff. So like literally this kills everything in here, right? Just about 8 damage. All right, there's 1 explorer left. And like we can defend this land. All right, we didn't get our blight removal yet. Let's get the blight removal, because why not? I'm just clicking on stuff now. Like this. Actually, just kill the guys. We need Dahan in here, which we can get with Enticing Splendor. Oh, wait. Doesn't work on a land with Blight. Okay. Then we do need to push. Here, we'll just strife and explore. We have 3 fear cards. This literally does nothing. Maybe we push someone into the woods, I guess. We can stop a build in a wetland, I guess. Yeah, that's all she wrote, unless the event does something. And we'll Entwined Power, because... River takes Delusions of Danger. Green takes the green card. I guess I should take the animal card. We're not going to gift. Game's over. Pending the event. Add Blight to a coastal land. That's fine. And over here, it can go in this land. Push a beast to an adjacent land with no blight. It deals 1 damage. Sure. Oh, there's blight there. I guess I could have chosen the other. Let's do the smart. Let's add blight to this land so the beast can go kill that guy. Because we know what we're doing. And he had to go there. Fear card. Defend 2 and all lands with presence. Free energy. Add strife. Damage per strife. Sure. None of this is mattering really too much. Remove from a coastal land. Okay. No, not the town. Doesn't matter. The Ravage is gonna seal the deal. The last city. We did it. We defeated Sweden 4 on an iPhone. So yeah, pretty playable. Still a couple little things that I want to improve, as you see there, but maybe find a more comfortable chair if you're playing on your phone. I mean, it's a comfortable chair, but not to hunch over looking at your phone at. Second wave. All right, I will choose the outcome for the Handelabras. And as usual, you can see the details of everything in the game, zoom into stuff, see your stats, so on. So yeah, so you'll notice we did decide to keep the game in landscape, whereas in our other games we've put them into portrait mode. With Spirit Island, since the island kind of typically is in landscape, and the game feels pretty natural that way. We decided to keep it that way, but obviously lots of things that need to be handled with safe areas. Like you can see there's the notch on the screen. Things avoid the notch or the rounded corners or the little bar at the bottom of the screen on iPhone. Yeah, the island is a landscape, exactly. And, making things bigger on the screen so buttons aren't super tiny to tap and things like that. And, it's kind of often a collection of many little things when you're going to phone. So yeah, there is your first look at Spirit Island for phone, coming soon. That is going to do it for tonight, I think. So thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the New Age Kickstarter for Aeon's End. We have a Kickstarter for the expansion pack. Looking forward to adding more content to that game as well. Have a good night, and we'll see you all next time. Bye for now.